Hello, everyone. It's Grammy out here in the Smoky Mountains, Antonia. I wanted to show you my new t-shirt. It says Kamala with the cats. And this is a gift from Pearl Perez. And she sent me a cute little card that says a warm hello. Antonia, sending you warm, happy thoughts and hopes as bright as sunshine. I hope you like the t-shirt. Yes, I do, Pearl. I think it's so cute. And it's purple. Love it. Your card says happy thoughts. Well, I do have happy thoughts. The happy thoughts I have are that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will win this election if we all get out and vote. Now, I have other thoughts that are not so happy, and that's what I'm going to talk about. The unhappy thoughts I'm having are it's not going to be easy when we win this election, or if by some terrible misfortune we lose. It's not going to be happy. On my card that Pearl sent me, the stamp has John Lewis. And John Lewis used to say, good trouble. I had put out a video not too long ago talking about how people used to say when I'd walk into a business or somewhere here in this county and someone would say, uh-oh, here comes trouble. Well, I also get comments, very rarely, but I do get a few, that say, why am I so full of hate? Why do you sound so hateful? And they feel sorry for me. And like I say, that's very few, but I do get those comments. And I'd like to say that I've never been a hateful person. I don't feel that strong hate. But I am worried about our freedoms. And if I sound like I'm mad or sound hateful, it's because I want to be a person that does good trouble when things are wrong. I want to be the good trouble. And we're talking about our country. We're not talking about religion. We're talking about our country. I don't want any one particular religion to tell me this is the way I have to believe and the way I have to live, the way I have to think, worship, act, whatever, dress, speak, not speak. That is a cult. That is not freedom. I've talked before on my videos about cult leaders such as Jim Jones or Warren Jeffs of the FDLS church. And he is still running that church from behind prison walls. He, our country, put Warren Jeffs in prison. And he is still trying to run that cult under the false pretenses of a religion from his prison cell. Now, Jim Jones and his followers, oh, it was all about bringing people together, and in the beginning with him. And then he took everybody down there to Guyana, and they were forming like a commune where they all were working together. But if you know anything about it, then you know how that ended. So I'm concerned, terribly concerned, regardless if we win this election. And we have to win this election. You have to get out and vote. We need everyone to vote for Kamala and Tim, Harris and Wiles, because they are about democracy and freedom for everyone. I don't want the MAGAs and Donald Trump to take away my freedoms and tell me I can't live the way I want to live. That I can't be welcoming to other people who are different than me. That I can't do that. That I have to believe that anybody that's different than me is evil. And they're just coming into this country to murder and deal drugs and rape women. I don't believe or want to believe that Donald Trump is a protector of women. I don't believe and don't want to believe that Trump is a well man, that he has no health problems. He won't release his medical records. He's an old man, and he has problems. He is deranged. No matter how many times all of us that believe in this beautiful country of freedom for all and know that it's a fact that immigrants built this country, and we understand our history and the wrongs that were committed through our history, and we have worked hard to change those wrongs and make amends for them. And we want to keep progressing forward. Donald Trump was a rich man or a rich person from the time he was born, with a silver spoon in his mouth. And he spent his lifetime spending money and chasing women and treating women less than him. He has been found guilty for that. And the money he spent on his business dealings, which he did a lot of illegal things, the courts are still battling to try to get justice over his illegal dealings. He caused an insurrection on this country. Since our first president, George Washington, there's always been a peaceful transfer of power. We have elections, we vote, and who gets the vote, that is who becomes our president. Donald Trump did not accept that. He still doesn't accept that. Him and Shady Vance don't want to talk about it. And Mike Johnson, our Speaker of the House, he doesn't want to talk about it. Donald Trump incited that crowd to go to the Capitol and do all the vile things that they did at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. So I think what I'm feeling today is that we do have to get into good trouble. And we do have to be ready to continue the fight, because that's what is happening. It is a fight for our democracy. As much as I hate it, because I want us to be united, there's a lot of damage been done by Donald Trump and all his conspiracy theory people who have made up all kinds of lies and used religion to pull people in to believe the lies and to hate on other people. All cult leaders operate on fear and hate. Fear of the other. Fear of what's going to happen if the others come around you. And I don't like to mention this person, but I'm going to. Hitler. If people spoke out against Hitler, then they were considered the enemy. And there were atrocities, many, that were caused by Hitler. And we had a World War II because of Hitler and his rhetoric and him wanting to be so powerful and dictate to everyone what he thought was best for everyone. Here in America, we have a vote and we all have a say, and we're free to live as we please. We should not force our religious beliefs on other people. We should not continuously spew hate of other people who are different. But Donald Trump has got a lot of people that have drunk his Kool-Aid. And we are in very hard times right now. We're getting close to the election. And like I say, the happy thought is I do believe that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will win the vote. But as we know, they won't accept it. A lot of times when I think about January 6th and the insurrection and the way Donald Trump acted, and even when those people that were there at the Capitol building were hollering, "Hang Mike Pence," his vice president, "Hang Mike Pence." When he was told about that, it didn't matter to him. He's talking about bloodbaths when he talks about this deportation of all these people. He's talking about there's going to be bloodbaths, but it won't last long. I can't imagine in my wildest nightmares people that live here in the United States would want to do this to our country. And I've said this before. Putin loves this. He wants to see the United States fighting each other and possibly bloodbaths. So I'm wanting to say we've got to be strong. And I'm 71 years old, soon to be 72. And when you get in your latter years, it's hard to be strong every day because you're getting older and weaker. And they keep talking about Donald Trump, how strong he is, what a tough guy he is. He's an old man who is afraid. He is scared. He is scared of Putin. He is scared of Kim Jong-un. He is scared of Kamala Harris. He is scared of Tim Walz. He is scared of all us Democrats. He doesn't want to be held accountable for his illegal dealings with a lot of things. And the courts are full of the cases. He wants to put the judges in there that believe his lies. He wants to suppress all of us people who are free to speak how we feel. And he has people drinking the Kool-Aid and going along with it. It's distressing. But like I say, we have to be strong. We have to be strong. And we have to be ready for good trouble. And we have to be ready to fight if it comes down to it. We have to be ready. But the most important thing that we should do right now is to vote. Get out there and vote. Make sure you vote blue for the people that want to save this democracy, this great United States of America. So, I don't know how clear I've been in what I'm saying. I just know that I totally believe that Trump and the maggots are a cult. Listen to outlets everywhere. Listen to the Midas Touch on YouTube. Listen to something different than what you're listening to. Why not open a book, and a history book, and learn? Learn to love people that are different than you. Learn to respect other people that have different views and ideas than you. Also, people who are of a different skin color. What is the big deal? Speak a different language. What is the big deal, people? We are a different skin color than them. We speak a different language than they do. We should be the example of the United States of America, like we've always been, and progress and go forward. So I'm going to stop this video, and I just got to say it on this video. Just vote. Time is now. The time is now for us to vote and stand up for what we believe in as far as democracy and the United States and other people that we know need help, which puts me in mind of what's going on in North Carolina here where I live, out where we had the disaster from the hurricane in Asheville, North Carolina, and other cities and counties here in North Carolina. There are armed militias that are going out hunting down FEMA employees. FEMA, who goes out and helps people, gives them assistance. And there are militia groups that are armed that are looking for FEMA employees. People, we have to be strong, whether we want to or not. We have to be, if we believe in our freedoms. I don't hate, but I do hate wrong, when things are really wrong for our country. I will not be one of the silent people who sees everything that's going on around them and doesn't say anything. I will not be that person. I will speak up. Love to you all, Grammy and Tonya. Bye.